Hi there, how are you? Welcome back to the Teaching Firsties channel. My name is Rachel Hull and I love helping teachers set up their literacy stations in their classroom. If this is the first time you're here, make sure to click that subscribe button so you'll be able to find all the literacy station videos quickly. I know it's hard to kind of find what I was looking for again on YouTube. So if you hit subscribe, this will be in your library every time that you enter YouTube. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up because YouTube will then show it to more teachers like you who are ready to take the next step for their literacy centers. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to help your students with their spelling practice at their spelling centers using some really fun matching activities. So it can be really hard to keep your students engaged at a spelling center. And I always found it was one of the small group things that I had to change the activities pretty often. So when I first started teaching, a million years ago, it was always rainbow spelling. That was always my go-to activity. And it's a valuable spelling activity, but it doesn't help all your students. And after a while, it becomes really tiresome and they just don't want to do it anymore. They get really bored with it. So once every 3 or 4 weeks, I made sure to rotate in some new spelling activities for their independent spelling work. And I like to add matching activities as one of their tasks. They find it really fun, and I noticed a big increase in their identification of spelling words when they were reading with me as well. So, bonus. And as always, I like to blend digital resources with printable activities. So let me show you how you can add matching activities with your students' spelling practice first, and then we'll do digital activities. So you start with picture cards with a corresponding word card like these. Now these are pretty easy to make, or I have them for purchase through the link in the video description. Sometimes I found it was really hard just to find the right image for some of the harder words like help, for example, when you're doing final blends. So this set is really affordable on my website and a TPT, and I provided the pictures to go with the words. So I've tried to find the most easy pictures for them to see. So you have both of these together. Now your students can play these word games individually or with a partner. So let me show you individually first. I usually have my students choose whether they want to spread out the word cards or the picture cards. It's up to them. So I'll spread out the pictures first. Then they hold the word cards in their hand and lay the word card on top of the picture card. So once all the pictures are covered, then they know that they're done. Now I also like to teach them that if they come up to a hard word, they put the card in the back of their deck, which will then eliminate many of the pictures that they see. So when they come to that word again, they're going to have less choices and it's going to be easier for them to figure out the word. So playing a matching game with a partner has a lot more options. You can place them face down and play memory, matching the word to the card like that. Or you can play Go Fish, where each student has some cards in their hand and then they ask their partner for a match. Do you have a plant? And then if they do, then they have to give the card to them, or they can go fish in the middle of the pile, just like traditional Go Fish, and they're looking for matches. Another traditional matching game where one student has the word cards and then the other student has the picture cards. So then they would take turns saying the words and then they match the cards together. So one student would say plant and then they would give them the plant. And then you could go on with globe. These happen to be the blend ones. Globe, and then they match this. So they can work together to match the pictures with the words. So do you have another matching game you like to play? I'd love to hear it. I always love hearing new twists or takes on these traditional games that I always like to have my students play. So let me know in the comments below if you have another game that you like to play. So another fun option is to feed the words to the animal. So each set of these matching cards with their picture has a specific animal or child. Here's the picture of the child. They're cute. Or animal to feed the card to. So I'm going to show these to you in a second. So there's lots of different themes. Now, kind of a word on my take here at Teaching Firsties as far as making sure that I have included everybody. Anything that I have with a child, I've really tried to do a good job of being aware of the balance between skin colors. I want your students to look at any of the activities and be able to find someone that looks like them. So this is the one I have printed right now, but I do have these in many different skin tones, especially, Asian and black or brown kids and white as well. So, I want you to feel like you will have all skin tones included. So that's the picture of the little boy, but there are 16 different themes for you to have in your classroom. So this is the pets theme. This one's the fish. There is St. Patrick's Day. There is a spring theme. This one's really fun, a jungle theme. Winter theme. This one's the polar bear, but this is also a yeti. I was debating which one to show you because they're so cute. These cute. And then an Easter theme. Now with the holidays too, I've tried to make it so you can choose, for example, this is the Christmas theme. Here's a snowman, but there's also Santa. So you can, for the children who do celebrate Christmas, you can use those. Otherwise you can use a snowman. So, for whatever seasonal thing you can use, for the winter one instead. Then there is a beach theme. So cute. Dinosaurs. A Valentine's Day theme. This one's good for like if you have a camping theme or a forest theme. There's a pond theme. This one's my favorite. I should save it to the end, but I'm not going to. So I scuba dive, and sea turtles are my absolute favorite. They're like ocean puppies, and they just come right up to me. And you don't pet them, you're not allowed to, but I really want to. But that's cute. So I'll use him as an example later. There's a fall theme with scarecrows and crows, and a farm theme. So let's use the ocean theme because he's just so cute. So what you'll do is if you're working through your 2 piles of cards, so if I have my word cards and my picture cards, so I've got globe. It's hard to do this one-handed. I have gift. And I have block for blocks. So you can make 2 piles of cards, and you can again play this individually or one-on-one. So the first person, or you would read the word block, and then all you would do is feed the block into the animal's mouth. Now I've laminated them, and I've practiced with them a little bit, so they're a little bit looser. The first time that they do this, you're going to want to maybe open the mouth a little bit more, just because, I don't care how new things are, plastic on plastic will stick. So I've laminated them, but I've made sure to open the mouth a little bit more, and all they just do is drop it right in. Now I'm going to show you in a minute how you can store this on the back, but they can either just drop them in and they'll sit behind the picture, or I'm going to show you how to store them right now. So then they would do that. Then you can put the block down. The next word is gift. They'll feed the word to the animal like so, and then globe. Like that. So it's just fun. They're doing the same activity with the matching, but they just are doing it with a lot more fun because these are so cute. So also each one of these has at least 6 animals with it. So the ocean theme has a manta ray, an octopus, a shark, a whale, and a squid. No, a jellyfish. And then the farm theme has, a dog, a cow, a donkey. The Christmas theme has Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and the of course the kid themes has all different kinds of kids. So, you're going to really want to check those out because they're super fun. Now, storage is easy for you. I like to add an envelope to the back of the picture to store my cards. And I'm going to show you how to assemble this so it will also catch the cards as you feed the animal. Let's use the picture from the set of pets. You'll see there's a line for you to cut across. So using something safe to press on, I use one of our kitchen table placemats. I'm going to slice through the dotted line. Now you'll see I'm going to use the open part of my scissors. Please consider being a little bit more safe than I am right now. I also turned it over to make sure that it's gone all the way through. Now, since these are laminated, your students might have some trouble getting the cards through the hole. The plastic tends to stick a little bit, so I like to cut my hole a little wider and longer than it needs to be. It's always hard to get this part started, but you'll be glad you took this extra step, because once you're done with this process, then you will have these for years to come as well. I found that the smaller manila envelope works the best. It's like a smaller version of the big manila envelopes, and you can easily buy a set on Amazon. The link will be in the comments to make sure you have the right size. The first thing I do is cut off the top tab with the adhesive. You don't need it, and you don't want anyone to lick it, so ew, germs. So then I cut down on both sides about 2 inches. Yeah, that's about 2 inches. And then I fold one side down as far as it will go. The hardest part is lining this up right at the right place. So the fold of the envelope is right below the cut you've made in the animal's mouth. But once you've got the envelope in place, go ahead and tape the flap down. Then to test it, I folded the front flap down too, but then you'll fold it back up. It kind of helps you line it all up. But you can go ahead and fold that up. You can see you can kind of practice opening the envelope. And then you're going to tape the sides. You're going to want to leave a little lip at the top, kind of right there, just to make sure that the envelope has kind of some give at the top, and make sure you tape the other side. And then I like to kind of put a piece in the middle for stability, not at the top, because again, you're going to want the kids to be able to reach into the envelope. But now you have a pocket to keep your cards in. Now this step is completely optional, or you can also keep your supplies in a Ziploc baggie and just keep the cards in here as well. So that way you can use them with or without these. It's up to you. Now each of these themes also has a digital component to it. And I realized that the more teachers that reached out to me, the more I realized you use mostly a combination of 3 platforms. A lot of Google Slides, a lot of Seesaw, and I'm seeing Boom Cards. Like up and coming. A lot of teachers are now using Boom Cards. So for as many products as I can make, I have it available on all 3 platforms. So that way you get to choose which platform you want your games on. Last year I used primarily Seesaw, and it was really helpful to have everything on Seesaw. So I didn't have to assign some things on Google, some things on Seesaw, some things on Boom Cards, and then expect my students to try to navigate between the 3. So that was really helpful. So the more digital activities I make, especially for spelling practice, I'm going to make sure that you have your choice of platform to use. And I also know that we're transitioning back and forth into the classroom. You're going to need a mixture of digital activities and then again traditional activities and things that you can print and use for your classroom. So you're going to get things to print, worksheets, or games that are on paper, and digital resources on Google Slides, Seesaw, and Boom Cards. So you get your choice. So let me show you these matching activities online. So let me start with the farm theme. So this is right here. I never know which way to point. This way is how it looks on Google Slides. So your students will look at the pictures and grab the correct spelling of the word and drag it right to that hungry animal's mouth. If there is a picture they're not quite sure of, there's audio that also reads the words as well. So Seesaw is similar. They'll just grab the word and feed it to the animal before going to the next slide. But the activity on Boom Cards is a little different. They'll still have the audio and they'll still drag it to the animal's mouth, but here's where there's so many more options. The words also snap into place. They go right in place and they'll stay there. And so it just kind of helps your students know that they put the word in the right place. That's where it belongs. And you'll also notice that they're going to click the next button. Boom Cards will tell them if they choose the correct word or if they need to try again. So you'll be able to see what they do also, because the best part about Boom Cards is that they will grade it for you and you will get a report on how they did. With the Google Slides and Seesaw, you have to grade their work to see if they still need help with their spelling skills. But with Boom Cards, you'll know right away if they chose the words correctly. So now here is the super cool thing that I think is adorable. I'm so excited about this. So for 4 of the sets of spelling practice matching activities, I added GIFs on the digital resources instead of the static pictures. So for the ocean theme, the beach theme, the summer kids theme, and the pond theme, the pictures look like they are chewing words. So here they are. It's so stinking cute. So it actually looks like their mouths are opening and closing right on the digital activities. So all they need to do is put the words right in there. So it's just another way to make some fun for your kids. Now these are only available on Google Slides and Boom Cards, however. So you cannot use these on Seesaw. Seesaw just has the static. It will look like this, and they just drop it in and the turtle doesn't move. But because Seesaw doesn't support a GIF in their activities, they just, it's not allowed. You cannot add it. But if they ever upgrade, that's going to be one of the first things that I do is add these right into Seesaw. So look at them. Are they cute? So cute. So that is how you're going to add some matching activities for your students' independent spelling practice. So make sure you pick up a set for these for your spelling centers. The link is right in the video description. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.